Hey, hey, hey. We always start off like, hey.
Yeah. It's our way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, how are you?
I am good. I am really good. And I have to say, I've been just busy, so busy. But now I'm getting back on the saddle because I've gotten rid of the thing that we're going to talk about today, and that's some of that procrastination.
Yeah.
You know,
That procrastination is a serious hindrance.
hmm Especially when you're trying to start and build and grow a nonprofit, procrastination is one of the things that can be debilitating and add stress and more challenges, which it really doesn't necessarily have to, but it does. And it's like,
Yeah.
how do we look at all why do we procrastinate? All the ways we procrastinate when we're trying to build our nonprofit.
Yeah. I mean, procrastination is very easy to do. In a little bit, and you'll appreciate this because you know exactly what I'm talking about. But in a little way, this is a procrastination for me doing these lives
Uh-huh.
because it takes you out of your normal routine. It gives you like a break. But I think what happens is it gives procrastination goes a little further because procrastination is let me keep putting it off until I absolutely have to get it done.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And that's what it is when and I think another thing for that is putting it off is because sometimes we do is because the fear. And I know it's so scary when you're starting something new and when you're like, okay, I'm getting ready to wade in this water of this nonprofit. And people are telling me, do this, do that, you got to do this. And then you keep putting it off and you keep procrastinating. And then it adds a stress onto you because you're like, you know what? I really know I need to do this. This is my purpose and this is my passion. But you keep putting it off and you keep coming up with reasons why you cannot do it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And the sad part is we can come up with a lot of reasons why we shouldn't do something. So just full disclosure here, because I was just telling Vannessa this before we started recording, but I'm working with a new nutritionist and he wants me to eat differently or to eat like I used to, but in moderation. And I am like, I am, what's the word? Like when you are, um,
Fighting against them, bucking against the system. Yeah.
I'm bucking against the system. Like I'm fighting him because I remember how much trouble I got in eating the way I used to eat.
Mhm.
So, but am I giving him a fair chance? Absolutely not. Not if I'm going to insist that I do it my way. And yet I'm paying him so that I can do it his way. So it's like, yeah, it's like, come on, lady, like stop trying to be the boss of you
Right,
and like give up a little bit of control
mhm.
so that you can get some order.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's also falls into procrastination because you're like, "You know what? I know I need to do this or I want to do this because I'm paying this guy to help me do this, but I'm not quite sure because this is uneasy. I remember what it was like when I did it before. I might not have that same willpower. I might not be able to do this." So you procrastinate and you're stuck. So I want people to ever just to sit back in your life and stop and say, why am I not moving forward? What procrastination is it having? And then what additional stress and challenges is that causing in my life, right? And we talk about your health, your happiness, your business, your family. There's so many different ways. And as we're building our businesses and our nonprofit, we have to look at everything. And I love that you brought up your eating, right?
Yeah.
Because that's part of jumping out and doing what you need to do because if you're not running on your full cylinders, it's going to cause more
Exactly.
procrastination and stress, right?
Oh, and what we don't realize is stress is the hugest weight gainer. So, it's not really the Snickers bar, it's the stress.
Mm-hmm.
Because stress, I mean, this is still in line with procrastination because what happens when you stress, your cortisone levels go up. And cortisol makes your insulin rise because it thinks, "Oh, you're about to feed." And so now you've got the two hormones rising that cause weight gain.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, learning how to. So I'm going to just add this. learning how to not procrastinate, that is a huge gift. And that gift usually comes in the form of make a list and do the things you need to do. I know I have a friend who likes to do the thing that is the hardest first. So that way she can feel so accomplished, and then she moves on to the next thing, and then to the next thing. So for her, the hardest thing is what she's working on first. And then she moves on to the next thing. For somebody else, it might be get rid of 5 little teeny things first. But the point is to make sure that you stick to the list and get the things done.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's important because it's like when you start talking about the weight that you gain, I keep thinking about, when you procrastinate, and the additional weight that you gain is like, it's like, oh, I got to write that proposal. Oh, that's weighing down on me. Oh, I got to submit my application for my 501c3. Oh, that's weighing down on me. Oh, I got to get my board of directors. Oh, that's weighing down on me. And those are other weights that's weighing down on you because you're procrastinating.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're just adding, and that's just more stress. And yeah.
Yes. And so it's like, how do you pull them off? And you might not be able to throw them all off at one time that way, but you pick one and you pick another and you pick another. And it's really cool because we were creating this procrastination series. And if you're interested in different ways, techniques that you can reduce your procrastination, some ideas, it's going to be a series. So I want you to hit the button below, sign up for it. It's free. We're going to send you some information for a couple of weeks. And it's going to walk you through, hey, do this today, do that today. Stop procrastinating. Because if you have a purpose, I'm getting ready to get on my soapbox right here for a minute right now.
Preach.
If you have a purpose and you feel like the purpose was put in you, or you feel like once you got here on this earth that this is the purpose that you decide you wanted to do, you cannot procrastinate on it, because before you know it, your time is going to be gone and you're going to be like, what happened? I never did start mine. I never did do this. I never did do that. So if that's your purpose and you really believe and you know it, if you got your 501c3 and you haven't done anything with it, or you're sitting back and you're contemplating thinking that I need to get my 501c3 and you haven't done it yet, what's going on? Reduce that stress, because once you stop procrastinating, you're going to reduce that stress that's in your life. You're going to add more, because building a nonprofit is stressful and it's challenging its own, but you won't have that stress and that challenge of, I got to get this done. So knock that procrastination up. And if you need some help, we're here to help you, because we've been through it. We've done it. We procrastinate. We all procrastinate on some way, shape, or form. But together, collectively, we can work together.
Yeah.
We can reduce that procrastination. And we can help each other, so we can go out in this world and help others in the world to be able to do what they need to do to live the life that they're meant to live.
Yeah. Can I give one little quick tip, though?
Please.
I can't help myself. There's this thing I do called If I Only Had an Hour. I take 6 hours in a day. I assign an activity to each hour. At the start of that hour, like if it's 11 o'clock, from 11 to 12, I'm working on A. I get A done. If A isn't done, I move A to 12 to 1 and keep working on A until A is done.
Nice.
A is done, I go to the next hour, 1 to 2, and I start on B. B is done. And I have found I've been able to get rid of office clutter. I've been able to pay bills or write letters and send birthday cards that I completely forget to do or whatever. I've been able to organize, my whatever database I'm working on at that time, whatever. I've been able to organize it. So I'm just thinking, if I'm a nonprofit founder and I want to get my 501c3 certification or designation, that is the hour that I'm going to dedicate to the Nonprofit Founders Club, where we're going to walk me through how to get this done. And I'm going to dedicate that hour to getting it done. Then I'm going to dedicate another hour within my time slot to the Nonprofit Founders Club to say, okay, we're working on procrastination. What kinds of things have I been procrastinating on? And make myself a list. I'm not just that person who like believes in lists. I live by them. They're so helpful because they help you to not forget what you need to get accomplished.
Yeah.
So,
And then once you scratch stuff off that list, and you're like, hey, I got all this accomplished, and then want you to just celebrate it. We got to celebrate every little accomplishment. So Antoinette, when she goes from 12 to 1 and she gets that 12 to 1 done, it's like, woohoo, I got it done. I got it done. And then you feel good about just celebrating every little accomplishment. And that also helps reduce the stress and the challenge when you're starting and building your nonprofit.
yeah.
So that's it for us for that. That is our 10-minute segment for today. And if you're looking for ways to reduce that procrastination, go ahead, click the link below and get on our free procrastination list.
Mailing list.
We're gonna put you on procrastination list.
That's right.
See everybody. Peace, love, and wisdom to you.